Hello, welcome to another part of Muppet's Party Cruise. Or in this case, the actual first part of Muppet Party Cruise, because last part was Fisher and Angus, and that went to shit. So now I'm doing it on my own, because they are not going to play this game ever again with me. So let's put my name in. We're playing it from the very beginning. All the progress I had on the last part is gone, so we're starting off from scratch, and we're doing this the proper way. But we're gonna be Kermit for this one, by the way, and we'll always be going against Fozzie, I believe Piggy, and yeah, Piggy and Gonzo. As you can see, he's very insane. Anyway, engine rooms. We went for this one before. Obviously, in order to get to the next room, we have to do and unlock free minigames. Not do them, like I unlock the free minigames that we get from the end of these boards. To make that happen, we have to get these party favors. And for the first floor, it's free matching party favors of either red, green, or blue. If we get free of either of those three colors, game's over. So, here's the cruise credits, you know. We already know about all this stuff. If you saw the last part, which you kind of should if you want to know anything about the board. But ultimately, don't need to. I'm going to go around a little bit, you know, I'm going to use the camera that's around here. Let's move it around. Obviously, moving around to these credits gives me more moves. And as you can see, we have green doors, we have blue doors, red doors, and yellow doors, which are just little mini-game things for more credits. Obviously, we want to go into the doors that are colored blue, green, and red. So blue's first, and it's a minigame.
Use your controller to control the control on the radio control. Ow, my head.
7 laps of fun. You have a remote control car in your beautiful car, and blah, blah, blah. You already know about this one because you've actually done this before, I believe. So, again, see the last part if you want to know what the fuck's going on with all this shit, but this is the speeder game. And, it's one of the easiest minigames of this one to actually do because the AI is kind of stupid. And, as long as you go for the shortcut and you go for these batteries, if you know how to handle your controlling with the battery, it's easy.
Super.
There's also these whirlwinds, but they're not of any problem to you, really. They might slow you down a little bit, but ultimately they're not that bad. But yeah, the main thing here is just to get through these laps as fast as possible. Don't worry about not being like, you know, you have to worry about being first, but don't worry about being first, because all that matters is that you're there as fast as possible, because your score is based on how long you took to get to the finish line in each lap. So if you're fast, you will always get 100 points. But so will the AI. So you want to get very fast. You want to get close to at least 108 maybe. Actually, I'm not doing too well on that, but I'm still doing fairly fine. And I still win this one, luckily. But, you know, just be careful about that because it's all literally down to how fast you are on these laps. Like so. As you can see, a few of them were getting kind of close, but I still won. And there you go. 727. So that's blue is mine now. While the second place gets like the most credits out of that, the third place gets the fewest credits, and fourth place gets nothing. And this is kind of how the game plays. There's nothing special about this, nothing unique about it. It literally is just this. The entire time. Get used to it. So, yeah, the AI is going to move around in, like, a very specific motion to get to certain spots like the green.
Welcome to the wonder that is stinky cheese.
There's something more fun than picking up big hunks of stinky green cheese, especially in the cereal while balancing on beach balls as the world spins around you. It's about moving around with just the analog stick. That's all we've got, folks. Cheese increases in value after 50 points long as it's on the board. What's valuable is the big stinky green cheese. You want to get them as best possible. There's also a magnet that will bring cheese to you. So, yeah, obviously buying points, you know. If you want to actually win this one, obviously you want to get some more extra points out of this. unless you do really good at the mini-games, which a few of these I can. For this one, I'm not too confident on. I'm not too confident on any of these mini-games for the time being. But for Sticky Cheese, this one's actually not that bad either. All you have to really focus on is not hitting these spots here. Because the spots here will actually keep you stuck until you spin the fucking analog stick around to get free.
Go, Kermit.
Now, obviously you want to go for the Stinky Cheese, right? No. You see, even though the game tells you to do that, you want to go for that shit when you're at least in a good route for it. If not, worry about just grabbing cheese, and worry about getting the magnets. Because the magnets are going to be incredibly useful for this one. They are always on for a good bit of time, and as long as you get fairly close to any cheese, it will automatically come to you, and there'll be no problem for you whatsoever on getting it. The sneakiest cheese, obviously the AI is going to go for that one every time. You want to aim for getting the most cheese, because you want to get more points. And the game gives you a lot of fucking cheese to spawn in. So obviously, just go around grabbing cheese. Usually, if it's just grain, that's good enough. It's about 25 points each time at that point. And honestly, you're better off getting more cheese than just getting the big ones, because you will get a bunch more points than people who only aim for the big cheeses. Because the AI will always go for the cheese. And if you do that, you'll always win.
That's a lot of stinky cheese, boss. Well done.
Oh yeah. Rizzo always calls Kermit boss. Because Kermit is the boss of the entire gang, really. He's the leader, essentially. He's the big face. Anyway, 9. Picky has always been a bitch, hasn't she? Even back in our first board game, she was just a complete bitch to deal with. A literal fucking hog, essentially.
Play!
Beat drums, bright drums, water, hit button, hit arrow, beat, on beat, hit again, hit drums. This is Animals Game with a Mayhem, and all this is weird. Left and down is left drum and central left drum. X and circle is central right drum and right drum. It's a bit weird on that part. Basically, you're just going left sides and right sides of your controller. And the drum at the top of its travel gives you 12 points. Hitting before or after is a bit late. It's all about timing. If you fuck up, just wait a second. Literally wait, because this game has a delay. It is as fun as you can hear from my fucking voice right now. Now, I'm obviously spending less on this one, because even though the delay is awkward in the case that, you see how the button's gonna appear right here in the flash? That's the timing you go for. If you go a little fast in the timing of when it hits the top part going back down, the buttons get stuck and it doesn't register the buttons at all, and you kind of just stay there and standing. It's annoying. However, this minigame is piss fucking easy, and the reason for this is because the AI really sucks. They don't have a delay, which is weird and unfair, but they suck ass. So you have the advantage of, you know, trying not to suck, and the AI can't really keep up to you, and no matter how poorly you really miss on these, as long as you actually hit a good bit of them at a decent time like I am, you will always win this one, so yeah. Yeah, I destroyed this one. I didn't need to spend that much on the points. I always get a huge score from it.
Froggy!
Thank you, Animal. That's not a blue for us. And that means we'll need one more blue in order to win the whole entire board. Now, obviously, Miss Piggy got another turn, I believe, so she gets to move again because she's a hog. But, you know, outside of that, the AI is obviously going to be either really dumb or really smart, so be careful on that. Except for minigames. Minigames are weird.
It's time for Dune Buggies. Now get in.
My old man taught me this game last time we went to Egypt. Got Dune Buggies, the bouncy balls, so they go over the edge. That's basically the whole thing. And the problem is, it's awkward. You earn 115 points each hitting the ball. The harder you hit, the more you get points. Knock them over gets you 75 points. 150 for a golden ball. You want to get them golden balls in because you got to bump them slowly into the center so you don't pass it up. And go double 12 points with the golden balls. I know I'm going for a bit fast, I'm sorry. But here's the problem with this fucking minigame. It sucks. I honestly believe it's the hardest minigame of all of them. Because in order to actually get the fucking balls, you have to deal with the most god-awful, slipperiest fucking driving I've ever seen in this game. There are a few moments where you have to like move around like a driving low motion. And this minigame has like the worst controlling cars in the entire game. The steering is awkward. Stopping and moving around is a pain in the ass. And the AI can bump the fuck out of you, no problem. But you try to bump them, doesn't work. It's that kind of fucking bullshit. Where the AI can bump you around and fuck you up. But you can't do the same thing back to them. It's just bullshit, really. And also, the AI can literally steal any balls from you and knock them straight in just by driving in. And the problem is you can't really tell. Sure, it's all a split screen of like 4 directions here, as you can see. But the problem is you'll be spending your time looking at one screen and not really looking at the rest. Now, the biggest problem, obviously, is steering, because even in the air, it becomes a problem. And at that point, it's just like, well, what the fuck? The problem is the camera also doesn't help you either, because the camera is a pain in the ass as well. It's very slow and very delayed. So as you turn around, it takes its time to actually go in the direction you're looking at, which fucks you up as well. The whole minigame is just a big fuck up, and as you can tell, I'm not winning this. Also, you only get like 2 chances for golden balls. So after they're gone, if the AI got that twice, they've won. You can't win. At all. It sucks. And the fists of the bouncy balls, by the way, is awkward because they can jump right over you, and that can fuck you as well. So, yeah, it's just... minigame's just a pain in the ass. And I didn't win. Yeah, see, I got absolutely fucked.
Give it up for Gonzo.
So, you're going to see me lose that a lot, unfortunately. I will eventually win that, but for right now, I'm just screwed, because that minigame really is bullshit. Anyway, he only moves twice. That's the worst roll to get. You don't want to get 2 rolls unless you're right close to a fucking credit spot, which Gonzo is not. Anyway, Rizzo's in the game now. He will steal a porthole, which is the blue one right there. So if I grab to Rizzo, I get the blue door. And Sam the Eagle will pretty much delay Gonzo here from ever playing by stealing a turn. So yeah, and yes, he will overlay his audio. It's weird. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get a 2, because of course I am. But don't worry, there's a second chance right next to me, so I'll go ahead and grab that and try again. Okay, let's see if I get a good roll this time. A very good roll.
The deck is less smelly today.
The best one is always the 9.
Ka-ching!
So let's just continue on forward and try to get ourselves close to a blue if possible. For me, I should probably go left and go to Rizzo. And now it's time to end the minigame in the fucking board, because we're going to a blue door to get our final thing. And it's a fucking auction! Which means this is where the fucking the credits we got comes in real handy. And yeah, this door will lead to a special minigame that requires at least 500 cred to actually play if you want to steal the auction ones. So, yeah, don't bother. Now, there are 2 ways to approach this one. One is doing what I'm doing here, which is going until the AI stops, like I did there. Another one we'll get to way later in the game. And, like, literally, like, way later in the Let's Play. But hey, I did it! Got all free! And that's it. It ends like that. So, since there's no timer feeling like in a non-Mario Party game, and it's all down to how many you get, obviously, the first one is, you know, whoever wins, and, you know, that's the most things. Most credits went to Piggy, most games lost goes to Fozzie, most doors open goes to 2 players, and, yeah, at the very end, if you, at least 5 favorites, so the least ones that got the, you know, amounts. And, of course, 500 credits will give you a, you know, another one of these favors. However, I won by 2, so it's time to see our congratulations screen for winning as Kermit the Frog. Here it is. Enjoy.
Beautiful!
That's Hollywood talk.
And that's it. So that's basically how every congratulations screen looks like. Also, here is the minigame spot. Now, in like the first part that you saw beforehand, if you didn't, don't worry. Fisher got to choose essentially, and he just basically wasted it all on not unlocking any minigame. There's one right there, it only gives you 1. There's also a free around here, I'll be unlocking that as well. Unfortunately, well, we need to unlock 3. And I've only unlocked 2 on this playthrough. Pretty much, unless you get a really good first game here, in which you basically hoard out your fucking favors until the very end, you'll have to do at least 2 playthroughs in order to actually unlock 3 minigames to the next board. Now, luckily, this board is actually very short, as you can tell by the fact we're only 17.5 minutes in. So, here's the 3. Now I have this many, so all I can do now is go for a 5, which I will. It's this one right here. So, we have to play it again, but, again, it's not that long. You know, it's a short board, so luckily, we're going to do it again. And we're doing it as Fozzie this time. We're gonna go through all the new characters here, like Animal and Pepe. And that's it.
I'm getting ready to
So, let's begin.
We are
I'm
cruising to
on
victory
deck.
again.
Get it? On deck, like a boat.
Boat!
Let's go.
Now I, the great Gonzo, shall win.
Yeah, let's go Great Gonzo again, because he's the greatest. Who wouldn't pick Gonzo? Gonzo's great. Okay? It's in his name. Anyway, time to do this again, as Fozzie this time. The problem with all of this is obviously that in order to truly get through this, we need to do this as fast as possible. Because, you know, then it, you know, is completed. In order to actually do it appropriately, though, in the way that the game wants to do in order to actually complete everything. I'm gonna have a bad roll already, but luckily I have some credits near me. In order to actually play appropriately, you must hoard out your fucking shit. You must go and get as many credits as possible before you hit 3 or more. So, auction time for a blue. The second way is to essentially wait until the last few seconds and then just book it. But for this run, we're actually going to have the shortest game possible that you can have in this fucking game. Like, literally, the shortest board game is the first one with 3. And if you only get blues from the AI and yourself, and you win it all, it goes by super fast. So, that was a randomizer one, and the randomizer gave me the blue door, which is good.
Did you hear about the cook that played this game? He rode a Unicycle. Aw, I am so funny.
My first unicycle was a gift from my great uncle. It was really a bike with the front wheel gone. Tough on hills. Maybe my uncle wasn't that great. Oh yeah, pick up the green things. So this is Looney unicycles, and all we have to do is move around, get them to fly, and just grab the green. Always grab green. They are worth 10 points or 20 points, and they grow up to 50. Hitting a red ball will reset your counter. Do not hit red. Go after the weaker stragglers. Get the green. This one's awkward because the AI can fucking pull you around and push you around into reds because they are assholes and they just move around randomly. So you can get kind of trapped, unfortunately. However, you can actually know if you hit a red or not by your controller vibrating. So as long as it doesn't vibrate, you can always get 50, like infinitely. No matter how long it takes you, as long as you don't hit a red, you will always get 50 on every green. So what's the trick? Just kind of stay in the middle and, you know, avoid the red, get the green, because it doesn't take that long for the reds to turn into greens. The worst thing you can do, however, is to wait too long and then it stops, in which it will then try to fly away, and in the middle of that time, it will turn back to red. The main problem, though, is, of course, the AI, because the AI will get in your fucking way, and they will be assholes about it, so be careful of that. This game does not last that long, none of them do, but if you do well on this one, it's easy. If you don't, you're fucked. I did very well here, so I luckily got the blue, because we're doing a quick game here, so obviously I need to win.
Oh, hear me, have the prize.
Hear me, have the prize. Yeah, if you're playing a minigame where the character behind the minigame is yourself, because there are a few, they literally just congratulate themselves. It's kind of cute, honestly. Anyway, obviously we're going to the blue door because this is the quick game, so Animal, go to blue, give me my fucking blue, let's end this already.
Cannon, check. Trampoline, check. Reckless disregard for safety, check. Time for cannon fodder!
I we did this before, which is to get the bullseye and the, you know, all the bullshit. Time to crossover, everything like that. Super simple. Just don't fuck this up and you got this. So, yeah. That's it. Just shoot the cannon, get in the bullseye, and you win. The fucking aiming, by the way, goes by extremely fast, so it's a bit stupid. There is a timing tick to this, though. It doesn't slow down from what I can tell, but there is a timing tick. If you can tick it to every time it goes by the second time, you can get into a rhythm where you're always going for the bullseye if you time it just right for every second move. Like, you know, it moves first and it goes back, and as soon as it hits green, you hit it then. The timing I can give you is to react just before it goes to cannon, because you should get enough time to actually make it at that point, like so. So about hit it when it goes into the inner white is my best guess on what to do. Easier said than done. If you get it direct, you get 60. If you get it just a little bit off, you get 50. And if you're a little bit off from that, you get less than 40 usually. And that's it. In order to win, you want to actually manage to get a few bullseyes, otherwise you're not winning.
You won,
And for me,
and you kept your hat on. Well played.
I did. And I did keep my hat on. Because I got all three, which means I ended the minigame as fast as I could. That is pretty much as fast as you can go for any of these boards. Which you don't want to do if you want to actually get more boards to win. Now, this was a speed run. I pretty much have a good time there. Otherwise, yeah, that was a bit of a fucking, you know, shitty game. But hey, that's it. So now we're done with that one. We can now use that, all these favors, in order to get ourselves our third minigame, so that we can actually go and move the fuck on. But for now, enjoy Fozzie's congratulations screen for being the board as him. Let's see how he celebrates.
I'm waka-walking on there.
Yes, they are all the same. Get used to it. Anyway, let's unlock this one now. And there you go. Now we have the new board. We're going to also unlock another minigame right now because we have 5 left. So, that one will do. Short circuit. Alright. So, next time on Muppet Party Cruise. Now we've unlocked 4 minigames in this part, which is never going to happen again. We're going to see 2 more minigames off the next board, which I'll be doing, I believe, as Gonzo, or someone else, maybe Miss Piggy, who knows. But we're doing Cruise Quarters next time, so thanks for watching, and I will see you next time for that. And with this Let's Play, it's going to be really, really awkward. Also, there are videos. I'm not going to play them for you because they are copyrighted, but there's Gonzo for all of you to see. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.